Ooh, they realize you are done with them. That's it. But how are they gonna react? What are they gonna do? What's their next move? Don't worry guys, I got you. I'm gonna explain all of this in the video. Hello and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. Do you know what? I have been waiting to do a video like this. I've got so much to say on this subject. So what happens when a narcissist realizes you are never coming back? Like, we're gonna explore this. We're gonna talk about this in the video. So first of all, what I will say is the title implies, right? The title implies that the narcissist realizes you are done. That is it. You have had enough. And good. I am glad that you have reached this point. This is where you should be. This is the point that you need to get to, where it's basically the point of no return. It's like, I am done with all the games. I am done with feeling so bad, so low. And it might not be that you are done with the trauma bond, because the trauma bond probably would still be going on at the same time, but you have got to a new level of understanding that actually, do you know what, this person is just not good for me. Like, I can't be in this relationship, in this dynamic. It's done. Like, I have understood it to this point, and I just realized that actually, you know what, my mental well-being, my emotional well-being, and my physical well-being matters too much to let this person to destroy me. So you've entered into a new level of understanding, kind of like you have leveled up. You've got to the next point. You know, to reach this point, I'm not gonna lie, like it is hard. It's difficult to reach a point where you just don't care about someone. Being empathetic, being the way that you are, it's really hard to disconnect from someone, especially someone who you have loved, who you have got this connection with, this pull. Like, believe me, the pull to the narcissist is like no other. So being able to kind of renounce that pull to that person is tough. It's tough going. Like, you know, it's so hard to let go of someone like that. So you have done the hardest bit. And that's what I want to say to you guys. At this point, you have done the hardest bit, that you're thinking, right, that's it, I'm finished. I'm not going to do this anymore because I care about me. And so you should. And I just am not going to participate in this dynamic anymore. So many people find it so difficult to get to this point. Like, you know, and so many of us kind of like after all of that experience, we think, well, why didn't we leave sooner? But what you have to understand is that this person, all right, this person is so hard to let go of, because they're the one that are pulling on this energetic cord, on your, demanding your attention, demanding your forgiveness all the time. And so it's really easy. Like, look, it is really easy to just go back, and it's great for a few weeks. You're lucky if it's a few months, but for whatever period of time it is, it feels so good, and you feel like you've made the right decision. So every time you go back, they will tell you something that makes kind of sense. They'll gaslight you into thinking that something makes sense, that you should go back, and that it will be amazing, and that they are changed. So this is the reason why, you know, like, you just feel like going back is, it's just easier. It's not going to hurt anymore. But what you're doing is you're settling out of fear. That's what's happening every time that you go back to the narcissist. So this time, right, make sure that it's the last time, because what are you going to do? Settle in your life? Like, is your life about settling and just having this kind of mediocre life? No, that's not what it's about. And me and you both know that, don't we? We know that your life is worth so much more than just settling for the ball, you know, from this person. Because it is. Because that's exactly what it is. You know, you've entered into this point, okay? And I'm sure that you've been here a few times before. But you've got to stay strong and know in yourself that you have made the right decision. You probably have been back a few times and you've realized that actually what is the next bit? Like, what's going to happen? Like, you go back and what? It's going to be the same thing over and over again. And so you're probably at this point now where you're trying to make sense of your experience, trying to make sense of all of this. You're not going to. That's the truth. I'm sorry, but you're not going to be able to make sense of it, because how can you make sense of something that is so toxic, that is so hard to really understand the true meaning behind it? But one thing that you have to realize is that this person, all right, this person was in your life for a reason. And this person is not meant to be in your life forever. They were just meant to be in your life for this time, for you to learn the lesson. There are lessons that you would have learned with this person, that you had to learn, that you had to go through. And that's why this person was in this period of your life, so that you can learn. You're not going to learn if you keep going back. You're not going to see it for what it really is. And the reason why they feel so familiar, and possibly you've gone back, is because they trigger you. And they also seem really familiar. They trigger your childhood core wounds. And when you go back, it's familiar. It's something that seems so right. But then you quickly realize that it is so wrong, and that they really hurt you. And they're going to keep doing that. This relationship or this interaction with this person does not get better. Yes, it does not get better. It stays like this. This person cannot elevate. This person cannot change. This person will not change. This person doesn't know how to change. Even though they feed you the lie. They feed you the fantasy illusion. And, you think, yeah, maybe this time they have realized, maybe this time it's going to be different. No, it isn't different. It stays the same. So for the narcissist, when you don't come back, when they realize you are done, you are not doing this anymore. You see, for them, it is really difficult to lose primary supply, to lose someone that they had invested time in. The only reason why they are like this, it's not that they feel like they're losing someone, it is the attention and the focus of you. So it's not you as a person, it's just what you can give them. It's what you can supply them. That love, that understanding, that compassion. They don't see the relationship in the same way that you do, even though they lead you to believe that it is like that it is done like that. But it's not the same. It's not the same. They are looking to you for something that you can give them. It's transactional, because they don't reciprocate it back. They may do, at the beginning stages, or when you go back, they may do. They'll reciprocate it for a time so that they can get you hooked again. But that's just it. It's only short periods of time. It's not authentically who they are, because they can't carry this on. It doesn't continue. So you have done the right thing. Okay, the narcissist will try and get you back, because it's what they've always done. It's a cycle. Remember, it's a cycle. It's a behavioral cycle. They're going to do what they always do. They're not going to change, because they don't introspect and they don't level up. They don't see this from another way. What they see it as, okay, so you've left, and so now I'm going to try and get you back. And I'm going to tell you everything that you want to hear. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to get you back. And it's going to feel really intense. It's still going to feel the easier option is just to go back. That's what it's going to feel like, because it's nice when someone gives you attention. It's nice when it's someone who you have been in love with, someone who you've wanted, like they're giving you that attention, and you feel like, okay, maybe this is the closure. Maybe this will make it easier. Maybe I'll understand this a little better and I can move forward. If I just speak to them, if I just get some answers. But if you're going to speak to them and get the answers, you're going to get drawn back in. And you're going to repeat that cycle over and over again. So this is why the narcissist does this, because they have learned that actually this is what needs to be done. Like, this is what you do. And that's how I get that person back. This is transactional. This isn't about love. They don't know how to love you or anybody. For them, it's about what you can do for them. how you can make them feel good. So they're not going to want to lose that, even though they may have other people to give that to them, but it's not going to be as good as it is for you, like how you gave it to them. So they're going to do everything. They're going to pull all the stops out, or they might just not bother, because it depends on the way that you had parted. If it was a dramatic ending, they're probably not going to pursue. They'll probably hoover you at some point later in the in the future. But at this moment, they're just going to leave it. They're just going to leave it to lie. They're going to leave you to just, because they don't want to feel embarrassed. So they're not going to pursue something where they know that you're not going to accept their offer of getting back together. So they might just leave you alone, or they might just really pursue you. So it really depends on how the ending of this connection was. You have to realize that people, especially toxic people, especially narcissists, they tell you lies. They're going to tell you something that you want to hear. And it's going to feel good when someone does that, because it's validation, because it feels good at the time that someone is telling you this. But you have to use your discernment. You have to use your understanding of this person, that actually, are they telling you the truth? Even though it may look like the truth, doesn't mean it always is. It's their truth that they have told you. Let me just rephrase that. It's their lie that they have told you to believe, because it seems believable at the time. How many more times are you going to go on this cycle? How many more times are you going to believe their lies? How much more time are you going to waste of your life trying to understand, trying to heal this person, trying to get the validation, get the closure? You're not going to get any of that. If someone is telling you something that you want to hear, why? What do they want from you? Why are they not telling you the truth? These are the questions that you need to be asking yourself. We know the narcissist is not going to like it that they lose their supply. They're not going to like it. So they're going to do one of two things, like I said. They're either going to pursue you, or they're just going to leave you alone, because they know it's a dead end. So this is about you standing in your power, about standing in your energy, right? Because when the narcissist knows you are done, they're not going to let you go. They have this attachment disorder that they can't let go of people so easily. So they're going to keep trying. They're going to keep going. But you've got to stand strong and keep rejecting, because you need to move forward from this. You need to move forward from this person. You have to see the reason why this person was in your life is the lessons that you are supposed to learn. It's nothing more than that. This person is not meant to be in your life forever. Guys, I really hope this helps. I know it's not easy hearing this. I know it's not. And I hope that it has kind of given you some understanding and some peace, knowing that actually you are stronger than the narcissist and you will get through this, and that you have made the right decision. If you are someone that is going through this and perhaps wants to talk it through or wants some further guidance, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box below. I also have a journal club and a mentorship, and if you're interested in joining, please see the description box below. I've also got a Discord server where you can join a supportive community if you're interested. Oh, and it's free. So if you're interested to connecting with other individuals who have been through similar experiences like you, please see the description box below. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.